Perfect. So, if you want to come here, sir, to make sure, first of all, that you get a bridesmaid, come on here, and I'll move out to the side. Okay, we are standing up, ladies and gentlemen, awaiting the arrival of the bride. Perfect. So if you stand there, show the photographs, you just stand on that spot there, so like that, official features, that's lovely, thank you. Well, once again, good afternoon to you ladies and gentlemen. And first of all, on behalf of Matthew and Alice, I'd like to welcome you, first of all, to this lovely room called the Merrill Room, here within the old council house in our city and county of Bristol for this marriage ceremony today. I know it means a great deal to the couple that you are here today to share their happiness and to shortly witness their legal marriage vows. My name is Dave Pound, and I have the pleasure of conducting the ceremony. You've met my colleague Jude, who will register your marriage and issue your legal document. Now, before we commence, ladies and gentlemen, we always confirm we have the correct bride and groom, and we start with our groom Matthew by asking you to state your full legal names.
Matthew Brian Rogers.
Thank you. And Alice?
Alice Mary Ryder.
Thank you. Then look towards your father and ask a very important question, of course. Who brings this woman to be married to this man today? Thank you. Would you take your seats, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I have to tell you, of course, is that this place, in which we are now met, has been duly sanctioned according to the law for the celebration of marriages. And therefore a marriage here is as legally binding as in any church, chapel, licensed or registered building within this country. You are here today to witness the joining in marriage of Matthew Ryan Rogers and Alice Mary Dyer, and to witness their vows on this very special day in their lives. Today, they will affirm their love for each other, and by the giving and receiving of wedding rings, they will become husband and wife. Before we proceed, however, if anyone here knows of any legal reason why this marriage should not take place, then now is the time you must declare it. You can't tell those face colours on camera.
I'm doing his best.
Well, marriage is a desire by two people to share their lives and their experiences with each other, and a willingness to accept each other for who they are. Marriage means making a commitment to developing friendship and mutual respect. It calls for honesty, patience, but most importantly, a good sense of humour. But more than this, marriage should provide the love, the care and support that now you have for each other, both in times of joy and in times of hardship. It is now a deep and lasting commitment you are about to make to each other, and therefore one that ought not have been taken lightly or without due thought. So before you are joined in marriage, I have to remind you of the solemn and the binding character of the vows you are about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union between two people, voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others, made freely and lawfully. And I'm sure you both understand. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the legal vows. And now I'm going to ask Matthew and Alice to join me by standing, which will both be on the table. Lovely. That's it. And stand there facing me if you would first of all. That's it. Come nice and close together because we've got some lovely photographs as well. So I might trim around the slope around that way. And we've got a nice photograph. Okay. So the marriage now consists of two declarations you are both required to make by law. The first declaration states there is no legal reason that you know of why you should not be joined together in marriage today. And Matthew, you go first. And you'll repeat it after me. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare
That I know not.
that I know not
Of any lawful impediment.
of any lawful impediment
Why I, Matthew Orion Rogers,
why I, Matthew Ryan Rogers,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Alice Mary Dyer.
to Alice Mary Dyer.
Perfect. That's your turn for that. I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I am not
of any lawful impediment.
of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Alice Mary Dyer,
Why I, Alice Mary Dyer,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Matthew Ryan Rogers.
to Matthew Ryan Rogers.
Well, now we come to the second legal vow, ladies and gentlemen. This is named the contracting vow, and this will unite you in law as husband and wife. So for this, would you now turn and face each other, outstretch your hands and link them together as you take each other as man and wife. And once again, Matthew, now if you repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Matthew Ryan Rogers,
to witness that I, Matthew Ryan Rogers,
do take thee, Alice Mary Dyer,
do take thee, Alice Mary Dyer,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Perfect. And Alice, if you would. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Alice Mary Dyer,
to witness that I, Alice Mary
I'm sure you know your own name. It's surprising what nerves do on a wedding day. Do take the Matthew Ryan Rogers
do take the Matthew Ryan Rogers
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
Perfect. Stay holding hands in a minute if you would. Now, it has, of course, been a long and ancient tradition within this country, ladies and gentlemen, now to exchange wedding rings. This is now to seal the contract that has just been made. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle. It has no beginning, it has no end, symbolising unending and everlasting love, and an outward sign of the promises that Matthew and Alice have just made to each other. So Matthew, if you take your bride's wedding ring first of all, place that halfway along the third finger of the left hand, I'm sure you want to photograph this as well, and holding it there, would you now say to Alice, may all the love and happiness
May all the love and happiness
we have found together,
like
the circle of the wedding ring,
the circle of the wedding ring,
go on and on forever.
go on and on forever.
Perfect, and push that forward.
If it goes down.
No, it will.
Oh.
It will. Yeah, it will.
Be sure, Alice, that's it.
There you go.
Confidence.
I am definitely
Confidence. So, Alice, if you take the groom's wedding ring now, again placing that third finger of his left hand. Lovely, just hold it there. Would you like to say now to Matthew? May all the love and happiness
May all the love and happiness
we have found together,
like
the circle of the wedding ring,
the circle of the wedding ring,
go on and on forever.
go
you. And then turn facing with you. Perfect. Nice fits. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew and Alice. Now, you obviously don't need somebody like me to tell you both that your wedding day is now one of the most important steps in your lives together. You have asked your family and your witnesses here to share your happiness, and now to witness your expression of continued commitment to one another. If you'd like to turn and face each other again and hold your hands together, because you are two people, but you have one life now before you. And in joining your lives today, may you both be granted a very special lifetime together, and that all your hopes and your dreams may come true. Now you have both made a solemn and binding contract with each other, in the presence of your family, your witnesses, and before me here today. Photographer, you need to come here now. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it does give me very great pleasure indeed to pronounce they are, of course, wait for it, now husband and wife. Congratulations to you. You may kiss your friend. Can you get that one? Congratulations to both of you. And in these COVID times, we can't even come around and shake your hands. We can do that as well in a moment, yes. So if you come and take your seats, bring them forward. We're now going to do the signing of the register, which is a very important document. So we'll refrain from taking photographs for 2 or 3 minutes, but as soon as it's ready, I think the official photographers can come back in. So ladies and gentlemen, the official signing of the register. Thank you very much. photos. He's taking photographs of you as per normal.
Eyelashes will fling out.
Okay, nice big smile, guys. Can you look at each other? Look at each other. Okay, look back at me. Okay, future like this. That's it. Now work the camera. Work it, work it. Right, go on, pick children.
Was the little ones?
Oh, one Riley's got to sleep. Harvey's been predictably Harvey.
What, madam? You okay?
He's happy.
Oh, he's sound asleep, this one, isn't it? Is this Riley, is it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Riley. Oh, bless her.
Can you put a bit more
Alright.
flat? Okay.
Yeah.
They're nice, isn't it?
No fighting, no being sick.
Oh, you alright, madam?
How many pints there?
He's still asleep, that one, isn't he?
Yeah, you go.
Down.
What's happening? These two ones here. See that? Sure.
It's okay.
You just do what you say. Right, guys, everybody, have a look at me. Right, guys, let's say cheese.
Cheese,
Say sausages.
sausages,
Say bananas.
bananas,
Say fathom receptacle.
and
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
He's absolutely sound.
He's smiling.
Harvey's just looking, but Riley's asleep.
Riley's still fast asleep.
He's crying out. Oh, she should be all the time.
he does like
What?
it.
He likes the camera. The witnesses?
Have the witnesses, please. You want to keep the children over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, isn't
No,
it?
please witnesses this side, is that okay?
Three generations, nice, isn't it?
It's an important time in your parents' life and you've decided to kip.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, we have to. Would you spread it with me, please? Two body straight that way. Correct. Two. That's it. You get check. You get. Got one in here. Let me have a look. Okay, guys, let's wait. Nice big smiles. You're not smiling. Big smile.
He loves the camera.
Try not to be yes. You keep it.
Yeah, sorry.
Everyone does that. It's nervous. And your hair again?
I keep putting it around her ears.
That's fine.
That must be the 10th time I've done that.
You got it right. Chin out it. Up, do like that. Up, that. Up. That's it. Alright, guys, ready? Everyone with me again. I say cheese.
Cheese.
Check one side. Okay. Hold on. Anybody else you want? Should we get everyone in?
Yeah.
Ready?
Go for it,
You in any rush?
I have got one, but I said use that one. Use that one. If you do that very quickly,
Is everyone coming?
give you some
Everyone.
time as I know you're, you know. in these uncertain times, isn't it?
Yeah.
You move that way. Right?
We're not allowed to take these off, are we?
That's nice, nice house.
You have to explain what you get some children, but mum and dad got married.
Put it on the table.
It's nice ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Take her out.
Come and kiss me. So, brilliant, guys.
Yeah, play there.
Got this gentleman here, on the side. Come in, just get his foot on the shoulder. That's it. And if you kind of stand, you come a bit forward. So these hands. So guys. You got mask on, you have to smile.
Small dries.
Yeah, smile. Smile.
Nice.
Okay, nice big smiles.
It's quite a sort of harvest, isn't it? I
Yeah.
just want to be with mum, innit? Just
No, he likes the phone, he likes the
He
camera.
loves the camera. Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Nice big smile.
Yeah, just like his mum. What are you doing?
Big smiles, guys. Okay.
Perfect, lovely.
And guys, you come on.
So, we'll just do this one now. You ever bring this one up front? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to bring the couple out to the front, once together with like if you would. So Matthew, we're going to
Bye.
facing me if you would.